Went to Home Depot this afternoon. I got some stuff. Got a wheelbarrow and a trash can. The trash can is just for the garage. The wheelbarrow is obviously for yard work. Let's go ahead and fast forward to assembling it. This one's better than this one. It doesn't hold enough. I'm done. Up next is building my wheelbarrow. Obviously I don't have new struts yet, so this is my temporary solution. Aside from this, I did get my FAA temporary airman certificate for it's the Part 107 drone certificate, so now it's official. I'll get my plastic copy in the mail here in a couple of weeks. This should be pretty straightforward. The side of the box says you need a tub, which is this steel. You need the handles, which are on the floor, and this box. So what comes in the box are the rear legs, your front wheel, the axle, the brackets that hold the axle together. Those level the bucket so that when you have the handles on it, that sits something like that. You have the front, or I guess the truss that I guess holds everything kind of sorted together, are the hardware and some instructions. And that's the wheel guard. One thing I did notice when this was painted, these two pieces that support the axle to it were painted like this together. However, when you break them apart, you can tell they were both painted together or something, or they're put together after they were painted. So now I'm missing paint, so I'll have to touch that up some. And that'll do it. So the first thing we're going to do is, looking from the front to the back, you're going to take the longest bolts and the second longest bolts that you have. I'm going to drop the longest ones in the front. And the short ones, or the second longest ones, in the back. Next we're going to take our triangle pieces, fat part towards the front, skinny part towards the rear. These cutouts go towards the middle, like this. So we'll go under there and slide the bolts through it. So now that we have that done, it's time to get some handles on here. These handles are pretty easy to put on. Since this is the back of the tub, you just need to make sure that the handle, or the grip where you hold on to, and this back hole line up with the back hole. The front one should line up with the front one. It doesn't matter which way it goes. That's it. Like that. Now we're going to get some hardware to bolt this together. Next up are our two legs. They look similar when you flip them back and forth. However, you'll notice one end has holes. These holes go towards the back. Okay, we'll just balance those like so. Out of our hardware, we're just going to grab these nuts, and we're just going to go down on these like so. The nuts require a 1/2 inch socket, so we can run these all down until they're nice and snug. Now that we're done with that, we're going to add in this little stabilizer bar because these are still a little wiggly. Okay, and now we're going to cinch that down. Up next is this little bracket. This is the wheel protector. It goes on like so on the outside. Okay, then you take your next shortest bolt. Through that one. Run to that one. And then you put your nuts on. And tighten them down just like you did with the other ones. Now that our pieces are dried, we're going to install them here along with our wheel and axle. Next up are our brackets that we finished painting. You want to make sure that when the axle goes through here, it hangs up on this so the axle doesn't fall out. Therefore, that's on the outside. Take your bolts that are left. You can run them up through here. Put on the nut just loosely because we'll have to fit the axle through here. Next up, I'm going to grab the axle, the wheel, and these two plastic spacers. They'll go on the outside of the wheel so that the wheel doesn't contact the sides. Now that the wheel is on, we will kind of want to make sure that the axle won't slide side to side. And when we do that, we'll press in. We can feel it on each end. At that point, we'll tighten down our nuts. So I finished the wheelbarrow build. I posted up some other footage of the arrow shot, so clearly you can see it works. One thing that doesn't work is I accidentally broke my GoPro mount. It was on the front of the wheelbarrow, and when I dumped those rocks, it snapped the little fingers off. Oops. That's okay. So this is what it looks like after one round of rocks. Yeah, kind of scratched up. That's what it's made for, though. As you can see, it fits in my little shed pretty nice. Hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned how to pretty much build a wheelbarrow, and I hope you use it. Thanks, and have a great day.